Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Magic and Miracles, where you learn how to be the magician of your life. My name is Anna, and I'm your most favorite manifestation coach under the sun. Reason why? There's no such coaching program like my coaching program anywhere on the internet. True story. That is because I designed it from scratch. Which is how I would have wanted to be coached many years ago when I started on my journey of learning about manifestation. And also, nobody spends as much time with their clients like I do. True story. 2 to 3 times per week, we rendezvous with my clients, whether that's audio exchange package, Zoom sessions, or the telephone unlimited package deluxe. Those are the 3 main packages I coach in. The information is below on my website. And most recently, I added a speed course for a month. Now, this is for somebody who's advanced already in the manifestational game and who is quite frankly impatient and wants to complete my program, which usually takes 2 to 3 months minimum to do it in earnest, but they want to complete it in 1 month. And that is possible, and I thought about it, and this is why I created it. Now, in this package, we rendezvous 4 times a week. Again, you will not find this anywhere. But again, you're going to have to be somewhat advanced in the manifestational game and be ready to dedicate this time to your coaching. Okay, so we're going to be on the phone or Zoom sessions. Primarily 4 times a week, and in between you have access to me via audio and text. Now the audios have to be 5 minutes max in this package. It truly depends upon your situation and personality, which package you choose. If you're a visual person and you prefer Zoom sessions, that one is for you. If you're a busy person on the go, audio exchange may be for you. Or if you're a person who needs a lot of hand-holding and a lot of help, a lot of being there for you, telephone sessions are definitely for you. I apologize for the sirens, but we do live in Manhattan, darling. It's always something here. Additionally, if you need to make up your mind, if I'm your kind of coach, you can always book me for an hour for a phone session, and we can discuss what your objectives are in coaching and what you'd hope to achieve. And if we're the right kind of combination for each other. Quite frankly, I hear these horror stories in my coaching about other coaches. And listen, it's like this. Whether the time that they spent with you was not enough, or there was not enough interaction, or the coach, quite frankly, was unqualified, inexperienced, didn't know quite how to get you there. I would say this, even if they're certified, okay, a million times over, it truly doesn't matter. What really matters at the end of the day, if you're choosing a coach, I would just do research on them in terms of what is the content about? Does the content resonate with you? Okay. Does the personality resonate with you? And also, does your intuition tell you that this is the right kind of person for you? Right? So you can have a million certifications and it still doesn't matter. Okay, the most famous coaches, and I'm not going to name them here, you know who they are. You know what? I couldn't care less about Abraham Hicks' teachings because it's almost like she's reading from a script. I don't think she's channeling at all. And for those of you who like that situation, whatever, God bless you. But the thing is, I don't buy her bullshit for 1 second. She never resonated with me, even though a lot of people continue going to her seminars. It's up to you. It's whatever resonates with you. That's how you go about doing it. Don't fall for the number of subscribers. Don't fall for whatever. It has to really be about the person and their energy, okay? And truth be told, how I know this is completely 100% true, I myself, 15 years ago, interviewed a couple of coaches. Yes, I've gone to coaches myself. I was curious. And even some celebrity coaches that are a lot of money per hour, not all of them resonated with me, to say the least. So just go with your intuition is what I would say. If you have any questions about my coaching, just shoot me an email or just book a session with me so we can kind of see if we're the right match. And I think that's the best way. And then I can always apply the difference towards your coaching package or, whatever it might be. I'm here to help so as many people as I can. So just reach out to me, or the best thing is just to book, sign the coaching agreement. It's attached to every package, and just email me to schedule the first introductory phone call. Okay, whether that's the package you book or just the phone call alone. All right. The subject of today is energy transmission is your magical superpower. I've thought about this quite a bit. And I think for me personally, this is the audio that you need to hear. Whether you're advanced or not, it truly doesn't matter. I think the energy really is what really rules the world. And you really need to start understanding how the energy is produced, okay, from you. Now, you can talk about this in terms of it's a feeling, it's a mood, it's a vibration. Right. It's true. Temporarily, you can be in one vibration versus the other. But ultimately, you are creating energy that is going to create your world. So every day you're making a deposit, right, towards the situation that you're going to experience next. So if day in and day out, you're projecting an energy of being frustrated, for example, towards your SP, frustrated about the situation at hand, whatever the drama, trauma, panorama is between you two, whether they are with somebody else or not with you or not in contact or you haven't seen them in quite some time. If the energy is such of frustration, unforgiveness, anger, resentment, this is what you're feeding the situation day in and day out. And the reproduction of that energy is self-evident in your life, okay? You cannot start manifesting without being honest with yourself, what it is you're directing your energy towards and what kind of energy, right? So it's not about blame. I never go with the blame. I think it's about responsibility and acknowledging that you're fully in charge all the time. You're in charge all the time. So it's just being honest with yourself, okay, and with your coach, whoever you hire, without sugarcoating things. I don't sugarcoat things in my coaching. This is why I'm very straightforward, very honest. Do you have time for dishonesty or some kind of bullshit that you think that you're believing but you don't? No, we're here to change beliefs. We're here to put you on track to your manifestations and fast ones, right? So if right now you're experiencing something different than what you want, it means that your energy is misaligned and it contains some beliefs or some past residue from some experiences, quite frankly, early on, maybe in your childhood, in your formative years, that affected you to such a degree that you have this rigid belief that is being either belief or some kind of an opinion even that is rigid, that this is how it is and this is how things are for me. Other people can have it, I can't. Other people can manifest, I can't. I'm unworthy, I don't deserve it. Never seen this kind of outcome. This SP is just the way he is, or this SP is just the way she is. Now, again, parenthesis here, I always draw the line. If a person is abusive to you in any shape or form, I would just forget that situation and move on with my life and start afresh and anew, just working on your beliefs and creating something different. But in essence, the energy that you're directing towards your SP who is not with you right now, or who is behaving in a way that you don't prefer, you can change this and start changing it overnight, provided your energy directed to that SP is different, okay? So overnight, you can start changing the energy between you two from anger and resentment to I really think they're missing me. I really feel that they want to come back. I really feel that there's still love between us. I really feel that we really belong together, and they're thinking about me right now as we speak. Now, you cannot do this simultaneously with having old beliefs. You have to abandon the old in order to step into the new energy. And your SP, your money, your career, your anything at all, any person in your life consists of the energy that you're feeding them day in and day out. Period, the end. So whatever energy you're showing up with for them, for any of those departments in your life, every single day, that's the energy that you're receiving back. Okay? Overnight, you can start pouring different energy towards them, different quality of thoughts. A thought has an energy. A story that you're telling about that person, your SP or your money, is made of energy. Okay? You yourself, your body, your everything around you is made of your own energy. What kind of energy are you producing day in and day out? Right? With energy alone, you can transform any situation and person. Now, again, in order for you to be able to even believe that you can do that, your beliefs have to start shifting. You have to start claiming your power. So, in other words, if everything is in shit show right now and it's not what you prefer at all, understand that even the shit show was created with your power. That's how powerful you are. So when people tell me I cannot manifest, I say bullshit. With all due respect, it's not true. Because aren't you manifesting everything around you now? Didn't you manifest the shit show situation? Yes. And believe me when I tell you, the shit show situations take a lot more energy, a lot more effort to manifest. You really have to insist on it for a long time. But you might say, oh no, Anna, I had no control over certain situations. I had no control over this, over that. You know, it might seem this way, yes, but the seed of the reason that you're experiencing all these things perhaps lies in your childhood. Many times that people that I coach, there's certain situations that have happened in childhood that you downloaded on such a cellular level that you cannot even distinguish, okay, what is you and what is the experience. You're so with the experience, you're still so with the experience, and seemingly all these bad things are happening to you, or some things are happening beyond, quote unquote, your control. But if that were true, then we're powerless creators. What kind of a creator is that? Right? So it isn't that you should blame yourself. I just want to underline this 300 million times. It isn't that you should blame yourself at all. But you should understand that you do have the power. And many people suppress things and bury them deep down underground because they really don't want to face what is ugly, what is unpleasant. But may I tell you, it will be revolutionary for you to face all your demons, to face all that garbage that is stored away. Don't worry, it's still here. If your reality reflects to you something that you don't prefer, you've got work to do on your beliefs. The end. And so when you've done this work, then you have a clean palette, clean canvas. Now you can direct your energy purely towards your manifestations. Now you can really understand what creation really means. Creation is easy and instantaneous. The purer your mind and consciousness, the purer you are inside, the faster these manifestations will occur. Okay? Again, if there's a delay, if there's something happening that you don't prefer, you've got work to do. That's all that it means, and it doesn't come from blame. You need to acknowledge it. That's all it really comes down to. And once you've done the work, you can literally sit in the morning when you meditate, send out messages, telepathic messages, energetic messages to this one and that one and the other one, to this business, your money, and all these situations that you want to create that day. And do this day in and day out. And like I said in the beginning, you putting it's like a savings account. This is the energy, this is the energy, this is the energy. I'm feeding this particular department of my life. This is the energy and thought transmission. I'm feeding this department of my life. And before you know it, in a very short period of time, you see this come to fruition, maybe that day. Okay, wherever you are on the trajectory of your manifestational game, you will understand what I mean when you're there. It's like you say something, you write it down, and poof, there it is. Okay, your energy is very powerful, which is why it's instrumental and extremely important to observe and really be honest with yourself where you are emotionally. This is why we process emotions and beliefs. This is the main subject really of manifestation, is your emotions and beliefs. Okay, if you've got that down, you're off to a good start, a very good start indeed. And so you have to be honest with yourself day in and day out. Where are your emotions? Where is your energy right now? In connection to your SP, in connection to your money, in connection to whatever. And on any day, you can change it deliberately. Now, is this some effort? Yes, it's mental effort. It's energetic effort. You have to keep insisting that, no, I don't want what I have right now. I want this. Okay? I want to invest in this stock. The stock is called, I have my SP and they're this way. And on this energy plane that you're creating day in and day out, your SP is a completely different person. They're completely different, obviously, because you fed them all this energy. You thought transmitted, your energy transmitted to them. This is who you are now, my darling. And you've always been this person. Even when you write something down about your SP or about your money, this script, like when people tell me I don't experience any changes from the scripting, I don't believe it. You're not doing it right. You have too many things going on that are contradictory in your consciousness. When you're writing a script, that script has energy. Like I said, a story has energy. That world has energy. And you're creating that energy out of seemingly nothing. Because it's your power to create whatever kind of energy you want. You can sit in your armchair or wherever you are, on a chair, whatever, wherever you are, at your desk, at work, and you can create this energy out of just feeling and direct it towards that person, direct it towards your bank account, direct it towards a situation, direct it towards someone who needs maybe help or you want to reconcile with, or whatever the situation is. And all of a sudden you will see them change right before your eyes. And it's as if it never happened. The conflict as if never happened, or it's like really smoothed out. It's so much softer. The air is softer between you two. But it starts with you. It starts with the change inside of you. This is the ultimate commanding, may I tell you. Other than writing things down, that's totally fine. And scripting is great, a really fantastic tool. But above all of it, it's your energy. You can change anybody and anything, when you really reach a level of mastership and magicianship that is unparalleled. You can change somebody in an instant with your energy. Just by shooting that energy towards them, directing that energy. No, this is how you are right now. And in fact, this is how you switch parallel realities at will. So you can be standing in front of a person, even at a party or wherever, and you can say, this is what you're going to tell me next. This is what the energy is of what you're going to tell me next. This is how it's going to feel. And again, parallel realities allow for this, right? So one reality has nothing to do with the other. So play with this. If it's difficult for you to understand it at first or even believe it, play with it and suspend your disbelief and see the results. The results will speak for themselves, okay? And it will seem almost unbelievable to you. You will be in shock if you're new to this, but you will literally change realities in a split second, just by will alone. Now, I teach this in my coaching, how to do this on purpose. And I can't really do this here because everybody's individual. And I really have to have you in my coaching to really explain it on a deeper level. But essentially, jumping realities is through the energy. There's a portal, okay? Energy is a portal, a feeling is a portal. And when you're sending out this message to the quantum field, essentially, because everything around you is you're literally jumping realities through that portal, through that energy portal, and you're completely changing everything around you. So today you may be waking up to something that you don't particularly prefer. You can change it today. You can change it literally today through your energy transmission. You have to be completely disregarding what it is that you're looking at. You have to be able to be this delusional, and you have to be able to create this energy. It's in the invisible, but the invisible is way more powerful than the visible because everything comes from the invisible. So I would really suggest that you invest a lot more effort, not in the 3D particularly. Some things you have to do. Look, it's just no way around it. We'll live in the 3D. But what's coming next, you can create that in the invisible with purpose, with deliberate purpose. And start doing this daily and see how it affects your world on such a level that you will hardly recognize. If you do this every single day for 30 days, I bet you money you will not recognize yourself, provided you understand how to do it, of course. And provided you have done the work on your beliefs, of course, and obviously. And that's when people will not understand. The people around you will be baffled. Like, what the fuck are you doing? How are you doing this? What happened to that little crying person in the corner that you used to be with your SP and with your whatever you had going on, with your career, with your money? What happened to that? Don't tell them, don't explain. Just say, I just figured it out. All right. So explaining this is first of all, to people who don't get it, is going to be too hard, but it will be just amusing to you to even have that kind of understanding and arrive to your ultimate power of changing things with your energy, changing things energetically on the higher plane rather than looking at what you don't prefer and reacting to it. Right? But again, your vessel, your body, your consciousness, your mind has to be purified. It has to be that you're free of the past garbage. It has to be that you're flying high. Even if you're momentarily, you will arrive to such a degree of this situation where momentarily something upsetting may present itself in front of you, and you will learn to disregard these things and be like, whatever, don't care. I know what I'm doing in my mind, and it's going to completely not matter in just a little bit here. People who pay too much attention to 3D, and I know you know a lot of people like that, right? Even the people who are into manifestation pay attention a lot to 3D. That is the number one cause for you not getting what you want, may I tell you. That and, of course, beliefs. But, of course, the 3D reinforces your beliefs, so it's kind of like a vicious cycle. And so to break out of it, you really start to have this knowledge that the 3D is only an echo of the past, and in order to change the 3D, you need to embark on this journey of self-discovery, rediscovery of who you really are, the magician, rediscovering how this world actually operates through energy, through parallel realities. Okay, when you have this knowing, you're relaxed. You are not bothered by anything anymore, because you know that the results will come and they will come quick, and you don't have to work so hard on them. The work is internal, entirely internal. And so it's not, you're not going to be upset for very long. Momentarily as a human, you might get upset. Everybody does. But if in the next few minutes, you are going to be like, what am I doing? I can change this. I can change this through my energy. And so you have to learn how to cultivate this magical power within, disregarding what's on the outside and just going back to the drawing board and understanding it's all about me, not in a narcissistic way, but in that I'm feeding the energy to everybody else surrounding me. I am the universe. I am everything around me. And so it's entirely up to me to command differently. It's entirely up to me to change the situation upside down, to change it completely in the next minute, today, in the next hour or so. When this really clicks in with you, you're no longer asking, you're only commanding. There's no asking, okay? Forget it. It's not, can I manifest? No, yes, I'm already manifesting, and I'm manifesting what I want. But it's a really deep knowing, it's a really deep confidence that once you arrive at it, nobody can take it away from you. Nobody in a million gazillion years. And that's when the fun begins. Thank you very much for listening. All information from me again is below. Until next time. Ciao, ciao.